He was a mystery wrapped in velvet, a genius in high heels, and a rebel with a guitar. He didn't just play music, he became it. From the streets of Minneapolis to global superstardom, Prince changed the sound, the style, and the soul of music forever. But behind the fame was a man who battled the industry, personal demons, and the fight to own his voice. Welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the life of Prince Rogers Nelson, his rise to musical royalty, his private battles, and the legacy he left behind. Whether you're a lifelong fan or discovering him for the first time, this is a story of an artist who refused to be defined. Prince Rogers Nelson was born on June 7, 1958, in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Named after his father's jazz band, the Prince Rogers Trio, music was woven into his DNA from the very beginning. His father, John, was a talented pianist and songwriter. His mother, Mattie Shaw, was a jazz singer. But while the house was full of sound, it wasn't always filled with peace. When Prince was just a child, his parents separated. The emotional weight of their divorce hit him hard. He bounced between homes and, at times, felt invisible. But even then, music was his escape. At just 7 years old, he wrote his first song, Funk Machine, on his father's piano. He taught himself how to play guitar, drums, and keyboards, often locking himself in a room to practice for hours. As a kid, Prince also faced another battle, epilepsy. He experienced seizures and bullying, but told people that an angel had told him he would no longer be sick. Whether it was faith or fierce determination, Prince refused to be held back. By the time he reached high school, Prince was already playing in bands, producing demos, and planning something most teenagers wouldn't dare to dream of, complete control over his music. At just 17 years old, Prince was ready to take his shot. He recorded a demo tape with producer Chris Moon that caught the attention of record executives. But Prince didn't want to just sign a deal, he wanted complete creative control. In 1978, Warner Brothers took a chance on the teenage prodigy. Prince signed his first major record deal and immediately set the tone by producing, arranging, composing, and performing every instrument on his debut album, For You. The album was an ambitious start, but it was his second release, Prince, that made waves. With the hit single, I Wanna Be Your Lover, he broke onto the charts and into the hearts of fans nationwide. But Prince wasn't just another pop star. He had a vision, a bold, provocative, and genre-defying identity that mixed funk, soul, rock, and sensuality. His music pushed boundaries, and so did his image. In an era of conservatism, Prince challenged norms with raw sexuality and androgynous style. Critics were confused. Fans were captivated. With albums like Dirty Mind, Controversy, and 1999, Prince wasn't just climbing the charts. He was building his empire, one boundary breaking note at a time. By the early 80s, Prince was no longer just a rising star. He was a revolution in motion, and the world was starting to realize they hadn't seen anything yet. 1984 changed everything. With Purple Rain, Prince went from star to legend. It wasn't just an album, it was a film, a movement, a cultural earthquake. The Purple Rain soundtrack topped charts worldwide, earned Prince an Academy Award, and redefined what a music artist could be. When Doves Cry became a #1 hit with no bass line, just emotion. His guitar solos? Electric. His performances? Unforgettable. Prince wasn't just breaking musical barriers. He was tearing down the industry playbook. He fused rock, funk, R&B, and pop into something no one had ever heard before. With Purple Rain, Prince proved he wasn't following trends. He was making them. And the world couldn't look away. At the height of his fame, Prince faced a new enemy, not a rival artist, but the very system he helped dominate, the music industry. He wanted to own his master recordings, his life's work, but Warner Brothers refused. To them, Prince was an asset. To Prince, art was identity. In protest, he changed his name to an unpronounceable symbol and wrote "slave" on his cheek. The media mocked him. But Prince wasn't looking for applause. He was fighting for freedom. He walked away from the machine and pioneered a new model, releasing music on his own terms, online, directly to fans. Years before streaming was a norm, Prince saw the future. It wasn't just rebellion. It was a revolution. Behind the lights, the costumes, and the roaring crowds was a man carrying quiet pain. Prince's life wasn't just about music. It was about battles. After the loss of his infant son in 1996, he rarely spoke publicly about grief. Instead, he poured it into his songs, subtle, soulful, full of searching. He turned inward, became more spiritual, a devoted Jehovah's Witness. Prince's later life was quieter, but never less powerful. He mentored in silence, gave in secret, and always reminded the world that music was a message. Even near the end, he left it all on stage. That rain-soaked Super Bowl show, he didn't just perform in the storm, he became it. His body may have grown weary, but the music, that was immortal. An accidental overdose ended the life of a man who gave the world over 40 albums, countless hits, and a voice that shattered boundaries. But Prince didn't just leave music. He left a movement. He taught a generation to fight for ownership, to create without fear, to be unapologetically bold. Every time an artist stands up for their voice, that's Prince echoing through them. He wasn't just the sound of a generation, he was the spirit of it. Prince wasn't just an artist, he was a force of nature, a man who took the world by storm, not with noise, but with truth. He didn't live for the spotlight, he lived for the music, for the message, for the soul of what it means to be free. His legacy is more than the songs we sing or the records we play. It's the spirit of defiance, passion, and innovation that continues to inspire us all. In his words, we may die, but the music lives on. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through Prince's incredible life, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story like this. Share your thoughts in the comment below, and let us know who you'd like to see featured next. Until next time, keep the music alive.